Welcome back to the Scrum. I almost said December. It's February.
It's a hard reset.
It's not even January anymore. February 3rd. Wednesday. Boys. How we doing?
You know, man, it's Wednesday.
It's fucking Wednesday.
It's fucking Wednesday.
It's Wednesday as fuck today, dude. Hump. Like a real hump day. Like
For real.
The whole other thing about hump day is, it's not just a hump in midpoint. It's a real hump. You got to get over that motherfucker. And today was a Mount Everest of a hump.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, real trivial stuff. People go through real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People go through some real
sure.
shit. We're not talking about end of the world shit. Just it was a hump day shit.
Definitely some hump day shit.
But boys. What else is going on in the world?
Fucking nothing, dude. The sun came out today, though. That was nice. I've been tired of these fucking gray ass days, dude.
Yeah.
Where I work at home is like in front of my plants and shit. So like when the sun's not out,
Your weed plants?
like my weed plants. It's like, but like all the leaves kind of dip. So it's just kind of like, oh man, like everything's fucking bummed out, dude. It's terrible.
Shit high from those.
These are all male. That's funny. So the Super Bowl. When is that? Is that this? That's not
That's
this
a thing.
Is
It's
that
happening.
this Sunday?
Is it this Sunday?
I'm asking you.
That's it. This is how much we focus on hockey specifically. Is we don't even know
We don't
when.
have time
It
for
is
other
this
sports.
Sunday.
It's this
this
Sunday.
Sunday?
That's what I thought, but I was gonna be
damn.
real embarrassed if I was wrong.
Well, some idiot's gonna be like, "Oh, it's the second Sunday." Like, fuck you. All right?
But who y'all got, man? We got Tom Brady and the Buccaneers versus
And
Patrick Mahomes,
the returning Chiefs.
and the Chiefs. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they just win the Super Bowl?
Yes, last year.
So they might go back to back.
And I think it was the year before that was Patrick Mahomes. They made it to like the conference finals or whatever. I'm pretty sure, and it was just like team injuries that held him back. So
Sure.
like,
You
potentially,
mean NFL?
yeah, potentially Pat Mahomes could have gone 3 for 3 in the first 3 years of his career. Type
I mean,
shit.
the kid is nasty. The
Disgusting.
team is also
The
great.
team's
They have good
gross.
receivers.
I mean,
How's
both
their
teams
defense?
are pretty nasty. What?
How's their defense?
Oh,
Is it good?
Yeah, oh yeah.
No,
No, they're
I just know a little bit about their offense, Kelsey and those guys.
yeah. No, they are fucking dominant. But who y'all got?
Tampa.
You got Tampa.
I got Tampa.
It's gonna be.
It's a
Maybe
cursed
Tampa,
league.
dude.
It's a storybook league. It's Tampa. How could it not be? How could you not make it so that TB12 comes from fucking New England, starts on a team that's not good, and he gets all the bad looks of, what's Brady without Belichick? What's Brady without the Steelers offensive line? Or excuse me, I said Steelers, the Patriots offensive line. What is he without that? He's still Tom Brady.
Still a champion.
I mean, there's some sick weapons on Tampa too with Mike Evans, a few other guys.
Mike Evans.
Their defense is good too. I
Oh
understand.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He carried them to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Did you hear him at his it was some press conference and he was
No.
like, this is a lot different than like the other 8 times that I've done this or whatever.
What
And
a
it's just
prick.
like what a fucking
What
flex.
an asshole, dude. That's awesome. I mean, and good for him, right? Because he's also
He's got so many appearances. He's fucking comparing
Is
how
he not
they
in
work
his
as
40s?
a trend. Yeah. No,
this
he's
is
like,
dumb. This is dumb. I mean, this is stupid.
He's avocado ice cream, dude. Like
Do you have any idea? I don't. But do you have any idea how much it must hurt to be tackled by a defensive lineman in the NFL?
a lot.
Just that much weight on top of your body. I'd be like,
Stresses me out just thinking about it.
I can't breathe.
Immediately going to like fight or flight. Like I'm dying.
I would get cut in half if I got fucking speared by a linebacker in the NFL, right?
Yep. But
This
new rules,
man-
dude. They can't fucking play defense anymore, dude.
I hear you. I feel you. But the man's this dude.
No, that's crazy.
This dude is fine out there. You know what I'm saying? He takes hits like champs, like
He's
a champion.
in the Super Bowl, you know.
I just,
Again.
it's so you have to just sit back and be like, wow, this is impressive.
For sure.
This is coming from someone who I just never really fucked with the Patriots at all.
no, for sure.
But at this point, you have to he's LeBron, Crosby. He's Tom Brady.
He's Tom Brady.
You give him that
let's
respect.
Let's not kiss our son like that. But he is Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
It's too long.
It's too long. Too long. You know
It's
what
too
I'm saying?
long, and you
Also,
you
don't-
were laying down.
He was getting a massage. He was getting his body massage while it happened. It was just a
long.
very
It's
uncomfortable.
too long.
Way too long.
You don't kiss your son that long ever.
No.
And then I think
And he
that's
kisses his dad that long, which means his
He
dad's
does.
been kissing
Unless
him
it's
that
like
long.
on the forehead after
Nope.
you pulled them out of like a burning building. Then you can kiss your son for that long.
Yeah. That's
Otherwise-
actually that's the only appropriate
That's
time.
what I'm saying. Yeah, so like,
And
I'm
on the
so
forehead.
happy I have you type shit. Otherwise,
I mean, if it's
Tough
not on the
luck.
lips, you know what I'm saying? If it's not on the lips, it
Too long.
It's
Too long. It's way too long.
It's like a 45-second video of the whole
Come
camera
on,
crew is
bruh.
just like.
Come on.
But yeah, I you know what, dude? Just to be different.
If the fucking
I'm going
if,
Chiefs.
if the fucking people doing your reality show have to debate whether or not they need to censor the kiss, it's probably too long.
There's
It's
a meeting about it. Too long.
too long.
But we're betting $1,000 on this game.
Who is?
You guys, Buccaneers. I went Chiefs. So stick around, viewers.
Yeah, no, yeah, we got real money on the line
on the
so,
next scrum.
That's content now, right? Just
yeah,
throwing your
just
money
throwing
at
money
things
at
and
things.
saying
You
that
know,
you can.
If things of value change hands, put it on video, throw it on YouTube. Dude. Mr. Beast is a millionaire, I assume.
I was talking to a buddy about that the other day, talking about like
how it gets financed.
well, more just like my buddy was giving him props. I'm like, well, like let's not act like he's not making money. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, this guy does so much for people. It's like, well, it's because that's the con, right? Like, the con is I'm doing nothing but nice shit while making a bunch of money. Like, he's not telling you about all the money he's making.
Especially at this point, he's spending other people's money. He's spending corporations' money,
like
type shit.
If your things give, in my opinion, right? If your things give away money, philanthropy, it's a hard word. Just give it away.
Yeah,
Just give it away. But that's not your thing. Your thing is to also make money, which is fine. I'm not in a hustle, but don't piss on my head. Tell me it's raining. That's all I'm saying.
God, I'm
that's
such
all
a good guy, and it's like, well, you wouldn't just be doing
that's
this.
The praise.
If that $1,000 was literally just your paycheck,
and then all these people would be like, these
build
fucking
this Minecraft
these
house.
greedy corporations don't do anything for anyone. It's like, well, who do you think's financing Mr. Beast? Like, it's probably Walmart, McDonald's, who the fuck ever, whoever.
Other people to fucking
That's just
sponsored streams, baby.
Yeah.
G Fuel refrigerators, baby.
This is but capitalism is wrong. I love it. The irony.
Speaking of capitalism, dude, EA. Bringing back, it's not going to be called NCAA football.
It probably can't be.
It is going to be, well, no, they own it. It was EA's NCAA.
Well, I'm
They're
saying
changing
now,
it to.
right? Did they lose the license to that, or
well,
how does that work?
I was actually reading about it earlier. So back when they quit making the game, they had there's a licensing company and they go through the same licensing company that like the hats and shirts that get made go through. So they had that contract or that license or whatever. They got sued by a former college football athlete. I forget his name, but he won the case. Yeah, I think they had to pay him and a couple other people a shit ton of money, and then that's when they canceled the whole thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Because before, like as far as the players in the game, like they would kind of maybe look like the players, and they would have just like their number, right? No names.
Well, see that's what their workaround was, but what the guy won the suit on was no, like this guy's using our name, image, and likeness, and I think they had to. I'm sure it wasn't.
Money.
I'm sure it wasn't top down. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? They're not hitting every athlete, but I'm sure the big players at the time, they were grabbing them.
Oh, you mean like how NHL kind of treats it now?
Yeah.
Where they actually have a license, and most of the players don't look like any of them.
So they're paying for it, and they just don't give a fuck to do it. But so that's when they shut it down, and now I guess coming back, there's a rule in place with the NCAA where they're not even allowed to pay the players for their name, image, and likeness.
Right.
EA, that is.
Right.
So EA's whole thing is going to be, we're going to make the game. We're already in talks right now with the licensing corporation or whatever about just logos, stadium, shit like that. And now it's going to be like, will the NCAA allow us to pay the players? Because they've already said, because if not, we're going to make this game without any players in it.
I was about to say, but
they're going to go full PGA.
They're going to have made up teams. These are going to be made up colleges.
No, it's not that bad. I think their thing is like getting the name, like getting the license to use college name. Like the college is like fucking give us any money type shit. Like
sure.
Yeah, they're all about it, but it's just all those individuals. Because I imagine.
You mean the ones who actually make the sport?
Yeah, that's got to be tough to fucking divvy out, though. You know what I'm saying?
It's a clusterfuck.
Because like obviously Trevor Lawrence is going to make more than a guy on Western Carolina.
But how do you decide that when
they
don't already have existing salary to compare it to?
They're not making money anywhere.
Shocked.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Except
And
from,
then,
well, except from all those like agents and.
well, I mean, you got to get money where you
excuse
get
me,
it.
gifts.
Yeah, you got to get it where the getting's good. You know what I'm saying? Zion's family got put up in a real nice house out there in Durham.
Just
bro.
so much free shit.
You know,
I'm not knocking it. You got, like you're saying, you got to do what you
Yeah.
got to do, and fucking these guys are getting absolutely robbed. Zion was a superstar before he even left high school.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know,
Go ahead.
why are people excited about this game? Like, people already fucking hate Madden.
Why do they think it's going to be any
Why
better?
do they think it's not going to
It's
be
not.
Madden with a different fucking
It's
skin?
not, dude. It's not.
It's like, okay, cool, you're going to get to play as a college guy instead of a pro guy, but
it's emotional reaction, and I'm not even saying it like on a on that deep of a level. It's just like, oh, you remember playing NCAA
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
They're just the nostalgic stokeness.
and there's the cool, you know,
But it'll
they're-
go away.
They're gonna, it's obviously gonna have the connection to Madden like it used to. You used to be able to like import
Sure,
draft
yeah.
classes and
That
shit.
was
They
always
had
cool.
the guy that you.
I love that one, and that was a feature for NFL Street too.
It was, yeah.
was
You could
so
bring them
fire.
in. They low key came in really shitty players, even if they were nice in NFL Street.
Yeah,
like
actually, wow, you
comparatively.
just pissed me off all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
I remember, like-
that's legitimately a thing.
Grinding hard as fuck, and you poured him over, and you're like, oh, he's a 79, huh?
Yeah.
That's the best I
Because
could.
I think it worked the same way for the NCAA too.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was kind of
Probably.
the similar thing.
But at least with that, like you're coming out, it was like, you know, it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't be top
Right,
level.
because you're
like,
coming
you
out of
know.
college, you have to
But-
adapt to the game. I was getting ready to say something. Motherfuckers were excited for NHL 21.
Yeah.
Oh, they put in the Svechnikov. It's the fuck. I have stopped hearing about it. Like, people hate this game, I think.
I literally haven't heard any. I haven't bought it.
I haven't
you know
bought
what I'm saying?
I've been buying NHL since 14.
every
Every year.
I think I've been buying it since 15 or 16.
And I
One of
have,
those.
I guess I've owned like my own fucking income, right? Just going out of my way to make sure I get this game when it drops type shit.
Yeah,
Never again.
grinding it.
Not
I
anytime
used to
soon.
just sit there and just play franchise mode for hours, dude. Just fucking
Yeah.
chilling out, just playing franchise mode.
Yep.
Literally haven't touched it. So
I've
NC
had glitches in franchise mode, not in the couple recent, but I've had in a past few where you'll make a creative player and he doesn't even make it. Like he'll disappear in the
into the ether.
in the next season. Like they'll go missing during free agency. Like, not that you didn't re-sign them, not that like they weren't already on contract or hurt. They just get glitched out of the game. And you're like, I'm just down this amazing player who you spent time creating and also maybe like grinded a few
Playing
seasons
some game.
into their career,
Yeah.
and they just disappear like in their fourth season of their career. They just vanish. They didn't retire again. They just go away. The game just can't keep them in somehow. Broken.
Terrible. And NCAA is going to be no better. So
No,
get
even
ready,
A little bit, probably worse.
dude.
If anything, it's probably gonna be made the cheapestly.
Dude, that fucking. How do people like franchise mode was always my shit? This is just now like clicking with me. In NCAA, like you couldn't even like get a guy as a rookie and then just have him be have him have an amazing career. You got 4 years with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
goes by so quick.
You're like you have four
Seasons are short.
Yeah, 4 seasons in like a franchise mode.
Well, I
is
think
here and gone.
I think that's the thing, though. I don't think that's a big thing. I think for NCAA, it's like being that coach level, and I think that's what the get is doing like season after season with a bunch of different players
Interesting.
who age in and out, and you're like the GM
Interesting.
or I guess you know the head director, coach or whatever, and you're just fucking
Go
you know
out
what I mean?
and scout.
I think
and
that's
shit.
I think that's the draw for in terms of replayability. But I mean, it's a valid point. It's a valid point.
Interesting.
Well, you better have both games.
Yeah.
So you can continue
Yeah.
that motherfucker's
yeah,
careers.
Yeah, for real. We're
Call
going to
of
have
Duty.
another franchise mode on fucking Madden.
Speaking of playing a lot of games, big shouts out to Shae Weber. Played his 1000th game with Montreal recently,
In front of no fans or family.
which is just so
It's so heartbreaking.
It's so upsetting. He even did they do the thing. He goes out and does a little fake wave to the
Yeah.
TV, and you're just like, man, talk about a guy who just deserves to have had that honor in front of a live audience.
For real.
And he just can't have it. It's unfortunate.
I would have declined the skate before the fucking.
I'd be like,
before the
please don't
game.
make me feel weird.
Yeah, I'm like, that's gonna be so uncomfortable. Like it's dead silent. They probably pumped in some noise, and there's just the other team on the bench.
It was Montreal,
Just
so they
like
pumped in a
talking
lot
shit.
of noise,
Yeah.
It's so loud, Bell Center. No, for sure. It's bittersweet, right?
Yeah.
It's gut punch that he can't have that. You would hope, because with a guy like him, right? It's not just anybody who's made it this long. It's Shae fucking Weber. Standing ovation, you know what I mean? Like, people wouldn't have shut up type shit. And
Yeah.
that just would have been cool to see just from a respect
Yeah.
level. But it is what it is.
Still did it.
Still did
fucking
it.
Put in the 1000 game. Remember back when the trade happened and everyone was saying that he was gonna be done, in like a couple seasons.
And he's just been like one of the best players on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a fucking win of a trade that was for Montreal.
Yeah,
they
for
won
real.
the living shit out of that trade. All respect to PK, but man, he just
Because what did they turn PK into? Did they turn him into anything, or did he walk?
Nashville. No, they traded him, didn't they?
And they traded
Well,
him?
his fucking contract is massive. This shit never ended. It was like
I
a
think-
$70 million, it was
yeah.
10 mil, 7-year contract,
I think
right?
you're right. I can't remember what was he in the. I have no idea what happened.
I can't remember, bro.
But
They're the Devils now.
Well, we know
well,
that.
I know
We
that.
know
Yeah,
Oh.
but
We're not like we're really bad
Alright.
at this, but we're not that. Bad. Come on, Jesus. I know you don't know, but we know. All right, we got to talk about this. So Tony D, we talked about a little bit. I think this was before the buyout, or was he already bought out? Or excuse me, the
wave?
The wave. Was this already before that, or had he
Like-
not been waived? Look, we talked about the fight with Gorgiev, but we had like no other details at that time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So he was waived. If we hadn't mentioned he was waived, cleared waivers. And the GM's like, yeah, he's never playing for the organization ever again. So, he's done.
Finally.
But what I think is still in limbo is whether or not they are going to buy him out or trade him. I don't think that's not been revealed yet. But there was a Twitter thread going around last night where that fucking New York fan 182758 whatever account who has like 4,000 followers and everyone has been saying is Tony D, and even though this guy claims, he's not Tony D. Someone was able to get in his DMs, and from the context of the conversation, it kind of seems like this motherfucker's Tony D'Angelo.
A little bit when he was like, I just texted Pat or whatever.
He goes, "Who's Pat?" My agent.
Yeah.
Reading some of it is just amazing. He's like, so this sister goes, "I heard the Vancouver Canucks are making an offer for Tony in the next 24 hours." Talking about Tony in third person to this guy who's allegedly Tony. Where'd you hear that from? Between you and me, I'm buddies with John Westbrod, Canucks assistant general manager. He said you should be ready for a big call soon. Wow. What's Van's offer? I'll double check. Oh shit. I'll double check, but I heard it's a draft pick going back to New York with some salary retained. How familiar are you with Vancouver? I've never been there, but I'd like to visit someday. I'm not Tony, by the way. He's like, it's all good, man. I won't tell anyone it's you. I'm not like all the people who are bothering you. This chat's just between you and I, as I sit here reading this.
Yeah.
And then he goes, anyway, I'm really excited to have you in Vancouver once this deal goes through. The guy goes, I think you're making this up. You can ask your agent if you don't believe me, but my sources are pretty damn good. I can check with John Westbrod if you like. Yeah, check again. If you think Pat knew, if Pat knew, he would have told me by now. Well, who's Pat? My agent. ... Right. Sorry, Tony. I'll call John for you and let you know what he says ASAP. That's definitely the part for me where like this dude's saying he'll talk to the assistant GM is like, well, you're capping.
Yeah. Oh, well, he definitely doesn't know. Like, that part's obviously bullshit.
But then that New York fan account starts following Frege and the Canucks, which just is a little suspicious. Maybe he's just
Yeah.
that big of a Tony D fan. And then this dude ends up sending some screenshot back to the fucking dude he's DMing with a conversation with a Pat going, hey, I hear I'm going to fucking Vancouver. And the guy's just telling him, get the fuck off the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I was that guy's agent, that's kind of what I would tell my client
Yeah.
too. It could all be fucking made up. It
I just
very
don't
likely
think,
is.
I think Tony D'Angelo is probably a pretty dumb guy, but I don't think he's like this level of just dumb. I don't know, man. This is like,
If you really think if you have a burner, like, bro, look what KD did.
that's fair, but also like he's this not careful, but then with that text screenshot, he's careful enough to only show the part of the conversation specifically talking about like this trade thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like he was like with the Pat guy you're saying? Like
Yeah.
there's not previous text within this?
Yeah, there's no other previous
Well,
text.
he could be one of those people. Well, so here's another getter, okay? Here's a getter. And this, Jacob, this actually, I don't know if you look at this, and I just kind of thought about this. Look how many text messages this guy allegedly has. 116 unread. I don't know. If I was an NHL player, I feel like I would casually have hundreds of...
Now, the only pushback...
This would all be photoshopped.
Well, not even that. The only pushback I'm giving you on that is our mutual friend James that I live with back in high school had like 240 unread texts. Dude, and I bring this up, it's a thing.
There's two kinds of people.
People
two kinds of people.
leave the unread text, so when they do screenshots of shit and they post it up, it looks like a lot. I swear to God, it looks like a lot of people are like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I see exactly what you're saying.
I'm so in demand type shit.
It's like people who hack their KD.
It's like people who hack their KD in fucking Warzone just so on the
Just so it
off
looks
chance
better?
that someone ever fucking looks at it, you can seem like you're
Bro,
fucking...
I feel that.
That's
just some straight narcissistic
Oh,
shit.
it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Because I remember my buddy John started fucking. He was like, "I got you, James." Took his phone, drive one time, and started opening text. And he was like,
Shouts out, John.
I swear to God, dude, it was so fucking funny.
That's amazing. There's two kinds of people: ones who can't stand notifications, and ones who don't care or do what you're doing. And there's two kinds.
Yeah,
There's two kinds of people
I
that
can't
exist.
stand the notification.
I hate notifications. Clear them. I'll read it again later. But that little fucking red dot, blue dot, get off my shit.
It's awful.
But then the guy ends up telling him like, "Yo, I thought this was between you and me. Fuck you."
Yeah.
And
blocks
because the guy was fucking posting it. It's still.
You hope it's true.
You hope it's true. It's still amazing content.
The fact that it's even a conversation that could it be true,
right,
is the funniest part. Like
so good.
People are like,
So
"Well,
good.
I could see this motherfucker doing this dumb
I
shit."
can 100% see it.
Yeah, I
Dude,
guess
like,
he is the
look at
guy
all
who
the
fucking
crazy things that have just happened, not just in his world, the NHL right now, in general.
He's the guy who quit Twitter because they banned Trump to go to Instagram, which had banned Trump at the same exact time. So
Not a bright cat. You know what I mean?
He is not the brightest.
So, but anyway, fuck him. You know, whatever happens, whatever happens, fuck him. I mean, I would hope the Canucks. You know, if that is the case, and the Canucks are like, "Okay, we're out. Like,
Yeah.
we're done."
Also, I don't think any team wants to touch Tony D'Angelo right now.
I would really
you know
hope
what I'm
not.
saying?
Probably the Blues.
I think that part was always bullshit, I guess, though.
Right.
And he was just trying to like see if he could get a reaction just by throwing
100%.
some shit against the wall.
100%. This next one's amazing as well. So much like little golden nuggets within the hockey world. Things like this, right? These little happenings. Somehow an accident took place with the shipping of some Capitals
I think it
players'
was
sticks.
Chara's stick specifically.
Just Chars?
I think it was like just. I saw another one. It was just Chara's.
I saw one of like where it had Char's blade and all that. But I didn't know that they were all. There's a bunch of sticks.
Yeah, so I guess
sticks.
yeah.
And they got delivered to some random dude's house in the DC area. Probably a big Caps fan, I'd hope.
Well, he knew enough to tweet directly at
True.
him. Like,
Good point. Well, it also said when he posted the label, it said Washington Capitals as like who it was for, which immediately, right? Which this is amazing stuff, right? He did tweets. He goes, "Hey, I think there was an accident. I got all these sticks." But why is no one talking about how this motherfucker just opened their mail? Like he got a package that was not for him, and he said, "No, I'll definitely open this."
I mean, to
Can
be
you
fair,
not do that? What do you mean
Yeah,
to be
ship
fair?
to
What
his
do you mean?
house.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Tell me you get someone else's mail and you open it. Go ahead, say it. Say it. Catch you in 4K right now.
Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Not me, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's only 1080, but you.
Barely. No, but for sure, like, it's just super funny. Like,
But
for
like,
me,
if I get a package that says Carolina Hurricanes, big old box, I'm like,
I'm opening it.
I was like, perhaps.
I'm
maybe,
100%
maybe
opening
they
it.
sent it to me.
You would also hope that they let him keep the sticks.
Yeah, but also if it has his address on it, I think that's legally his, right? Like if it has your address.
Name was on it?
Well, obviously the
Washington
Washington
Capitals.
Capitals.
That
But
said,
if they
like-
fucked up putting the address in, which I imagine is the only way this could happen. I don't see like.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. I didn't fact check what the address was, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, too, if I remember correctly, he didn't black out the address on the thing. And if it was his own address, you would probably imagine he did that.
He might just not.
He might be a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, he might not have even like put that together.
I went viral. Come to my house.
Yeah.
People be doing that.
I have a lot of hockey sticks that are really nice. Are they cut for someone who's 6'10"? Yeah, but
That's a good point.
that's why. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that. They're Chara sticks. They're pretty useless to him. That's probably why he posted it. If he
Shit, if I
got
get a
some
Chara stick, I'm hanging it on the wall. I'm hanging one on each wall of my house. Like, what you mean?
Imagine like they go to pick him up or they go to get him from him, and it's like that scene in Coming to America, where they're all just running around with their nice fucking jewelry, and everyone's just like has these big long.
Everyone in the neighborhood.
full
They're all
sticks.
playing
Yeah,
street
everybody,
hockey with it,
everybody.
dude. All the kids.
That's so good. Where they still have their luggage, dude. And everyone's rocking their shit. That's classic. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about Coming to America too?
Is it happening?
Oh, there's a
happening.
trailer and everything.
Really?
Yeah. It honestly doesn't look that bad. Like if it has the same like level of humor, not even like it has, you know what I'm saying? Like if it just has that same timing and character acting that the first one had, it should be pretty good.
Did the first one had Arsenio Hall, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is he
He's
still
reprising his role.
He is? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like everyone who can come back is coming back. Like I don't think
That'd
they've
be interesting.
recast anybody.
I just wonder. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it'll be okay.
It might have some Anchorman 2 vibes.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But was the first one was it as edgy? I hate using that word, but as Anchorman was. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was vulgar.
It was vulgar.
I mean, I wouldn't say like what I think you're getting at.
I mean,
wouldn't say as much.
They
but
do call Akeem Kunta Kinte. And they literally brought that joke back in the trailer. So, you know.
There you go.
It's not exactly PC.
That's fair.
And the guy, because Eddie plays the Jewish guy, pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know if it was him or Arsenio. But, so you got, you know, a portrayed white guy calling a black dude Kunta Kinte in the new trailer. That's about as edgy as things could possibly ever be nowadays, I think.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
fair.
They showed titties in the first one too. I didn't know that until I watched it on Netflix one time
you so
in front of one of my previous girlfriend's mother. I was like, "Oh, we should watch this movie. It comes on Comedy Central all the time. It's a great movie." I've only seen it on.
They have the
Central.
golden arches. I have the golden arch. It's so good.
That's how fucking EA got around paying the fucking NCAA players right there.
Damn. They're the Florida Gators.
We got the Florida.
We're the
Gator.
Florida Crocs.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. This is also just a fucking dude. Sports, it's like fuck the sports. Just like let me get all this fucking these little nuggets of fucking content from all these different sports, dude.
Yeah.
Courtside Karen, dude. Shouts out Atlanta letting fans in the arena because without that we wouldn't have this, right? And it makes a little bit of sense because courtside seats are super fucking expensive. People probably invested those season tickets and they're like, God damn it, if I'm not coming to a game. They're like, all right, fine. Right?
Yeah.
You spend all this money, you're going to spend a lot more money.
But also,
you're rich.
If we really give a fuck about the players, why are they selling the seats that are literally like?
I mean, you're talking to the guy who thinks sports shouldn't even be happening right now. Yeah. But, you know, if you're going to do them, you know what I mean? People who invested tens of thousands of dollars.
Push them a couple rows back for COVID type shit. You know what I'm
Jacob,
saying?
that's not what they paid for.
Yeah, you're
I don't disagree with anything you're
right.
saying. It's fucked, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fucked.
look at who this bitch is. You see what I'm saying? Like this is a fucked person anyway. Only a fucked person would think this is okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But so this is some lady, and the fucked up thing is if you watch the video, like she had nothing to do with anything at first. There's a couple angles that came out. Some guy was heckling LeBron. Some other person who looked like she was sitting between the dude and the wife, which also doesn't make any sense, was like filming the whole thing. And they're going like back and forth heckling LeBron, and then all of a sudden this lady stands up yelling at LeBron, and apparently the back and forth, according to her, was like, you know, don't talk to my fucking husband. He's like, shut up, bitch. He goes, don't call me a bitch. You shut up, bitch. And she gets kicked out, right? Like, what are they going to do? Fucking LeBron, you got to relax. LeBron, you're out of here. Right?
Yeah.
No. So they kick her out, and this fucking Karen lady, and LeBron was the one who coined the name Courtside Karen. He tweeted about her, said she was mad. She was mad, all right. She starts ranting to her IG story, you know, just, again, describing it how I just did, and that it was unfair she got kicked out. She also referred to herself as 25 years old. And Twitter has just had the internet itself has had a field day with this. I mean, an absolute field day. And I'm just grateful to be around for these moments. That's really all it is.
It's hilarious.
It's so good.
It's so
and
I like how she.
Good.
No, I was gonna say how she came out. She's like, yeah, like I guess my husband's like always had a problem with LeBron, and it's just like to like that level of just like you
LeBron, think you matter?
Like LeBron has no fucking. Your husband could have been at that Atlanta like courtside.
Your husband could have gone to the same high school as him.
Yeah, he has no.
He's irrelevant.
Fucking idea. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought that was funny as fuck in her little like explanation video.
I mean, it's just, and also too the husband himself. He's like some old guy. His fucking IG is Daddy Carlos. It's none of it's a good look for anything.
Take steroids for sure.
Oh, without a doubt.
For sure.
Without a doubt. That is not a dude who's in shape. Yeah, that guy's on steroids.
For sure. But you know what, dude? If I was rich, I'd be on every sort of drug that would keep my body working like at peak performance.
With a young wife made of plastic.
Yeah, man.
Who's like 40 but says she's 25.
Yeah, you also paid for it.
Dude, if I can buy it, I'm going to buy it. You know what
I feel
saying?
that. Money talks. For sure.
Hedonistic out here, dog. What's going to be the nicest?
Dude, I'm all about that.
Where will I be most comfortable?
For sure.
But those two people, when I think you sent the picture, I was like, those two people, like,
they're like horrible people.
They're just like, they're like two of the fakest, like, fake in the, like,
physical sense.
Like, physically, they don't look real people I've ever seen. Like,
for sure, you know. For sure. Living in Atlanta, too, of all places.
Interesting.
You know, they look like they'd be from L.A. just based on the level
LA
of plastic.
or like Miami.
Miami all day. Well, you know, Atlanta's closer.
That's fair.
Yeah, they
they probably have a little. They probably spend
They got a
weekends in
spot in
fucking
Miami.
condos.
They got a
in
spot in Miami, dude. No
for
doubt.
sure.
If they're that rich. If it's a fucking pandemic and you're sitting courtside at an NBA game, you got Miami money. You got Miami condo money.
For real.
My favorite meme. You guys saw it was the someone took a clip from the fucking Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction show on Sci-Fi. The show, where if you don't know, where at the end of it they'll tell some crazy elaborate story that may or may not have happened, and then let you know by the end if it was true or not. And someone put a compilation of the guy from who narrates it, just saying it's fiction, never happened. We made this one up, in reference to her calling herself 25 years old, and it's just like it's going to be a top meme of 2021 for me.
And it's like 2 minutes long.
Yeah,
just fucking the best part.
Yeah,
it's so long.
It's fiction. A writer wrote this.
It didn't happen.
False. We made this one up. It's just classic, and I'm just happy to be alive for this, because what the fuck else is the point,
dude? And speaking of that kind of shit, Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi.
What is happening, man?
Put a diamond in his forehead.
What is happening?
Dylan, have you seen this?
I haven't. Looking at the schedule was the first I heard about it.
Look
like
it up.
Vision,
look up a
bro.
picture.
Like Vision.
You should look up a picture for sure. It actually might be. Look.
Go to our Twitter chat.
Look in the Twitter chat.
There's
which you
memes
have
right
muted.
there. It's like right at the bottom.
Shaking my head.
Idiot.
You should, dude.
Dumbass.
You're fired.
WandaUziVert spent how much ever money? Because the thing is, like,
back on me.
he didn't just pay for the diamond, which is a big ass rock.
He had to pay for the surgery.
They had to scoop out some of his forehead, man.
Did they?
I'm looking at the hole in his head where a diamond is. I don't know. How'd they not? Right? Like, and you and I talked about this. We kind of debated a little bit. Like what was the method?
Yeah.
I would love to know. I'm sure it's out there.
Because like you.
No, that's not even the one, dude. Let me show you. You're not even going the right one. Hold on, wait. Real quick. Let me just. This should only take a second.
Quick second.
Bam! Look at this thing. Look. Yeah.
But so yeah, we were talking about this like, because you've seen the people who have like the rings like set in their cheek or like the diamonds set in their cheeks and shit, and like that makes sense. It's just
a lot
like,
of soft tissue.
It's just like you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like a drywall.
It's like a nail gun.
Yeah, like a drywall screw. Like but that it's like
you just got skin and then your skull's back there.
Like, and then behind that's your brain. Like you can't drill too far. You know what I'm saying?
Far enough.
Yeah. Oh man. Because I'm thinking like, dude, I get out the shower and just like attack my face with a towel. Just imagine ripping a diamond just out of your forehead.
I mean, my thought, without knowing anything behind it, I imagine they put some sort of back plate to hold, like you would like a fucking, because people get plates in their head and shit. Like that's a thing. So they put something of that same concept in there, and then they screw the fucking diamond into that somehow. But still,
or it just sets like a regular ring and just kind of hooks around the diamond, and that's just in your forehead.
And they've implanted that in your head.
Yeah,
like a fucking plate. You know.
Yeah,
but it's still super fucked up. What if it is just like really, because they have like that adhesive like stitching glue that like is like, supposed to replace stitches. What if it's just like that type of shit, just extra strong Gorilla Glue in his head?
Like they fucking do it and they kind of made it a little crooked. And it's like,
well, apparently people were commenting how it's off center, like it's like a little bit like a Harry Potter scar, like it's not in the middle, it's like a little over to the left.
That is hilarious.
Like
he spent more money on that than we've spent on our cars. Potentially combined,
like without a doubt. that has to be like a fucking $50K, $100K diamond. Like the diamond's massive.
It is big, and then just to pay someone to do that. I just imagine you can charge whatever you want for that, right? If you're the first one to do it, you're like that kind of thing is going to cost you. That's going to cost you $1 million.
Oh, the last person who needed this was a pharaoh. So. You know what I mean? Like
you're going to have to fund my trip to Egypt to study the ancient methods. So
straight up, dude. We've only seen this in the MCU, so we're gonna have to read some comic books to figure out how to put this in your fucking head.
Freddie's saying next time I see Uzi, and it's just
dude.
Thanos, Freddie Gibbs tweeted that out. When
Thanos grabbing the thing out of his face, bro.
Hilarious.
Oh my god. But
it'd be a tough thing to get fucking ran for. They're like, no, take that diamond out your head.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but see, and that's the one problem. That's the only problem. Is not like, obviously, I don't think this will happen. I don't want that to happen to Uzi, but people will see this and they will be inspired to do the same thing.
If I know where Uzi is, I know where that is. Like that.
Well, not even just that, but like I'm saying, people with less money but just enough to get little diamonds implanted in their foreheads, And then when motherfuckers get robbed, they're gonna start getting robbed for the little diamonds in their foreheads.
Oh,
and these are gonna
yeah.
be people who can't afford little Uzi security, are much more touchable.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get touched. And that's the part that worries me.
There's gonna be a lot
That's
of
the part
Instagram
that worries
videos
me.
of guys with like blood dripping down their forehead.
WorldStarHipHop.com.
And they'll
guy
be
gets
fake
taken
diamonds.
for his diamonds, and they'll be fake diamonds.
And they'll be fake fucking
Dude, like that
diamonds.
diamonds test. Oh, beep, beep, big boy diamonds, big boy diamonds. It is fucking head, dude.
Oh.
I mean, because think about it. It's only the next step, right? Like, people not just get grills, but people get diamond implants for teeth. Lil Wayne's teeth are made of diamonds. That's not a grill. Those are actual
and now
teeth.
people are getting the thing where they just chisel out a little bit of the inside and set the diamond
That's
inside.
also facts. And so people are going to be taken for their body parts because they're made of diamonds.
It's gonna. What was that movie? Repo Man.
What?
Repo Man,
Oh,
isn't that what
shit.
it? Where
Oh,
they're
God.
just like cutting organs out of people.
Oh,
dude?
God. Oh, God.
Oh, I know that motherfucker's got the diamond liver, bro. Run up, run down.
You wake up in a bathtub. It's fucked up.
It's real fucked up.
I mean, did we do it?
I think we did it.
I think we
man.
did it.
We covered all the important topics.
We'll see you guys again on the pod. We'll talk about some more of this shit.
Some more shit. Some more hockey shit, obviously, podcast.
Jacob.
What's up, dog?
Where can they get us if they want some off-market diamond implants?
If you want to know where you can find Lil Uzi and his diamonds,
No, I'm saying we'll do it for you. Like, we'll put the diamond in somebody.
Yeah.
You just got to bring us the diamond.
Bring us the diamond, pay us around, I don't know. We'll see what Uzi charged and cut it in half. We'll work with you. Hit us up at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore. If you're watching, like and subscribe. We put out a podcast every Sunday.
We try.
YouTube, we try. On YouTube, on Spotify, everywhere you listen to fucking podcasts.
Apple's missed the past few. What's
Apple's
going on,
missed the
Apple?
past few.
What you mean, Apple?
We've been talking shit about Spotify for episodes on episodes. And
they still put our shit
shit
out.
dude.
Come on.
I swear, dude. Look at you, motherfuckers. Just you, actually. Look at you, motherfucker. Apple phone. Team Android, baby. You see that, Apple? That's what happens. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB. Josh.
At Teebs, TAABZZ.
Dylan.
Find me on Twitter at E_EDDY_T.
He don't check it.
He's on Twitter this week.
I'll look at it. I don't check the chat. Got that shit muted.
Fuck this podcast.